Don't be afraid to put yourself in the positions that you're meant to be in and positions that will benefit you in life. You cannot let your fear stop you from doing so. There are so many times in life where I feel as though there are things that I want to do, I'll have an idea, but it involves me acting on it. And if you never act on anything, you're never going to get anywhere in life. And this is something that I myself I'm struggling with. I'm struggling with it a lot because sometimes things really start to wear on you, and just the anxiety of it all, or thinking that this will be an outcome, that will be an outcome, overthinking every single process that it's going to take for you to get there, or while you're there, is so debilitating. It fucking sucks. It fucking sucks when you stand in your own way. Get out of your own way. And if you're watching this video, I know most likely you're standing in your own way as of right now. Guess who's doing that right here with you? This girl. This girl. So we're going to talk through it and we're going to get through it together. And at the end of this video, you're going to take a step towards what you want to do. Every idea that you have needs to be put out into this world because it's not given to you for no reason. You were chosen. You were chosen to have that idea. You were all around chosen just because you were going to be the person that can actually execute this thing. Until maybe billions, trillions years later, maybe one or two, we never know. Someone might get the same idea as you, and because you never acted on it and they did, you see what their outcome was. It sucks because then you're gonna be sitting there like, damn, I had that idea, I made that up, da-da-da. But you didn't though, because you never acted on that idea. You never put forth the effort to see what it could grow to be. And so now somebody else is living that dream that you were ultimately supposed to live. But because you never acted on it and you got scared, it never came to fruition. You need to start acting on everything you want to play out in your life as. You cannot be the character without playing in the play. You feel me? You can't just sit out there in the crowd like, and nothing's going on stage because you never stood the fuck up and got up there. Get up there. Be that person. Be the one you are supposed to be. Be the one you are meant to be. So let's take an example right now. For me, I want to start leveling up myself right here on YouTube, every social media platform. And I also want to put myself in the public's eye whatever way that I can. Now, this is not to be famous. This is none of that shit. I want to make an impact on people's life in the most positive way possible. So I can make somebody feel as though they can be a better version of themselves. They can be the person they always dreamed of being. And that's what I'm here for. I want to push that to you. I want to make you realize that. And at the same time, when I'm doing that for others, I want to do that for myself. Because I tend to limit myself by not acting on what I want to do, by not speaking this wisdom into myself, even though it's wisdom that I have. So it's time to start putting it out into the world. So this is me acting on it. I used to be so fucking scared. I used to be so fucking scared of posting on YouTube. It used to really, like, I don't know what it was, but like deter the fuck out of me. I'd have the anxiety of, well, my videos are not going to be seen, or they will be seen and people are going to make this fun of me, or they're going to say this about me, or they're going to say that my opinion is wrong. And it doesn't fucking matter. My opinion is my opinion. Like, it doesn't fucking matter, but I had to get to the point of maturity and also just having things play out in my life to see that this is what I meant to do. This is what is going to get me to that point in life that I want to be at. To have the status that I want to have. In people's lives to be like, yeah, Imani Reen, she's the one that made me feel that I could do anything in this world. Hell yes, I am. And I'm going to say it. I'm going to reaffirm it to you every single time you need it. Because I don't play. I'm not going to play about you. And I know y'all don't play about me. Because we locked in. We forever. Love y'all. Love this shit. And so, just to get back to the example, I started posting on YouTube consistently. If I haven't updated y'all on my little schedule, I post either Wednesday or Thursday. Those days are just kind of, whatever I feel like, one of them days. One of them days we posted on. And then Saturdays, as of today. And I'm going to make that shit happen. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to stay consistent, and I'm going to make sure that my message is heard. Because somebody out there needs to hear it this way. But now for myself, I'm going to put forth all the effort that I can into me. Because that's the only way you're going to see growth. That's the only way you're going to see progression in the way you want to see it. I'm tired of living the life that I feel like I should live, that society says I should live. Fuck that. Nor have I ever really been the one to do that, because I do veer off a lot of the fucking time. I'm a high school dropout. Dropped out 3 credits left to graduation. Did I give a fuck? No, because I was overworked, I was stressed, I was also doing 3 schools, working full time. The fuck? And also on top of that, I don't have no kids. I'm 26, I ain't got no kids. Society back, you need to have kids, da, da, da. I'm not doing that. Because that's going to hurt me and hurt them in the long run if I cannot provide for them financially as if I can barely provide for myself as of right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start acting on the things that I know I need and that I want and that my soul is yearning for. Because I know it's going to get me where I need to be. But a lot of the fucking time, almost every single time, fear stands in my way of doing so. Because I'm afraid of the outcome. Even when it's good. And I feel like as though you probably feel the fucking same. You ever have those times where it's just like, yeah, I want to do this. I want to do that. And then you start thinking about like, wow, what if I succeed? What if I actually make this happen? Then what? Now I have to do this? What the people are going to think about me like this? Oh my God, I have to worry about everybody, safety, all the shit. And you have to worry about those things, but you don't have to worry about it because if this is meant for you, it's meant for you, and there will always be ways to go about these things. There will be ways that you could prevent certain situations from occurring, ways that you can set up your life to be in a safer position rather than others who just out here willy-nilly. You know, there's always ways to do things. There's ways around everything. But you cannot put yourself in a box because you're afraid of the outcome. Even if it's negative, I feel like a lot of the time you look forward to the negative because if you fail, then you don't really have to worry about much. Stop being okay with failing. Failing is not okay. Failing is needed, but do not be accepting failure as its final. That's not it. That's not your cap. You are meant to succeed, but you can't succeed without failing. So once you fail, keep moving forward. Keep pushing in different directions if you need to, but never stop. Never just fucking stop. So stop being afraid of life. Stop being afraid of the opportunities that are meant for you. Just take fucking life by the fucking horns. Take that shit, ride that bull. You literally got this shit. And it's hard because you see it from the outside looking in, but once you're in, you're in. And you got it. Whether it be the position at work that you want, or the lifestyle that you want to have, the family that you want to have, whatever it is, start acting. People say they want families and they never go out and they never look for somebody to date. How are you going to make a family if you don't have someone to start it with? It's not going to work like that. The logic isn't logicking. Start moving. Action. Action is key. Because without action, you're not going to get anywhere. You're never going to take a step. You're never going to be able to fucking breathe because you're going to always be pushed under that pressure of society and, oh, I need to do this. Oh, I do this. That feeling is for you to grow. Grow. This life that we are living is never not going to be scary. All the opportunities that you face and obstacles that you face are never not going to be scary. Everything is going to require you to be a little fearful. And it's hard to avoid, but you have to push past that fear. Every shot you don't take, you miss. There was never a possibility of you making it because you never took that shot. Take the shot. See how far you can go. You might miss 5, you might make 1. But as long as you made that 1 is all that you need. It's all that you need. And the belief within yourself is also very much necessary. Believe that you are capable of it. Because a lot of the time people will start things and they'll be like, oh, I can see myself making it. It's okay. Like it's gonna go along. It'll go pretty smooth. No, fuck that. I got this. I'm going to be this person. I am already this person. Now I'm gonna start getting the status that I am owed for it. I'm going to start being recognized for who I am, for what I believe in, for what I share, because I'm worth it. Know that you are worth everything in this world, especially when you're trying to do something that's going to put you in the position that you want in life. You are owed that position because that's what you feel. People always are like, oh, the motherfuckers who be thinking of this, that, and the third. I'm not going to lie, the delusion fucking helps, bruh. It helps so fucking much. For me to be like, yeah, I'm the next big YouTuber. I'm going to be like the top YouTuber in mental health and education, whatever it may be. Own that shit. Because you are. As long as you believe what you are, that's what you are. That literally will rewire the networks within your brain to start acting accordingly. Because when you put self-doubt in your thoughts, or when self-doubt is your thoughts, whatever the fuck, okay? Whenever that's the case, you're already putting in your brain's wiring to just have misfires. So you might start something, but you don't complete it. Or you fail and you stop trying. That's a misfire. You never really got there. You never got to do what you want to do. You never got to be who you wanted to be because you stopped. And it's nerve-wracking. It really can be so nerve-wracking to have the thoughts of others to be the main concern that you're worried about, because it can be your family. You're like, wow, well, everybody's going to see this. And if you're talking about certain people, well, they can see this and they're going to think that I think that about them and this, that, and third. And that might be the case. But let them think what they're going to think. Because ultimately, you are you and they are them. And their thoughts are their own and yours are yours. And you cannot control anybody's thoughts or perceptions of you. But all you can do is act in your true authenticity. Because if you're not real with yourself, you're never going to be able to be okay with yourself. You need to start putting out what you want in this world. When I didn't want to start this YouTube, or I thought I wasn't good enough to start it, it took me years to get to this point of now knowing that I have a purpose in this. I have motion. I can actually get my stuff seen. Now, is it a lot of people? No. But 10, 5, 30, whatever the fuck it is, 60, 70, 100. It's quite a lot of fucking people when you think about it. If you were to have that many people in my little 1-bedroom apartment, it'd be damn near fucking full. It'd be almost overstimulating. But because we look at just a number as a number and not as a true factor, is where we all fuck up in life, because that's not what you need to focus on. Focus on the fact that you're making that impact that you wanted to make. The fact that you put yourself in the position of where you ultimately want to be. Now, is it all the glitz and glam that it's supposed to be, that you thought it was supposed to be? Maybe not. But you're doing it, and you're getting there. It takes people years. Fucking years. It's not overnight. None of this shit is overnight. You didn't learn to walk overnight. When you came out the womb, you weren't, all right, y'all, I'm good to go. I'm about to go to work. I'm about to go drive this car, fresh out the cooch. No, you were not. You had to learn. You had to get your ass wiped for you before you could wipe your own ass. Okay? You had to learn to walk. You had to learn to speak. You have to learn people's cues, body language, everything. Nothing in this world will just be handed to you without some previous work. So start working. Put in the work. We put in a lot of work for others. We do. These 9-to-5s. You are essentially running a company for somebody else to go sit on the beach. You are putting in the work for them. That's crazy when you think about that shit. And that's honestly a perspective that has flipped my whole mindset. Because why am I running your company when I could be running my own? What the fuck? What kind of sense does that make? But it's crazy because it puts you in this mindset of, oh, well, I have stability. Oh, well, I already have a place that has organization and they're automatically getting business, which is true. But if you're going to do that, optimize off of that. Start networking with the people around you. Put you in the 9-to-5 positions that are going to be around the people that you are going to be like, if you can. And if you can't, get in the position to start learning the things that you need to learn to then put yourself in that position. So you have the knowledge, because without knowledge, you're not going to get anywhere. And like I said, I didn't graduate from high school. I'm not repping the set talking about school. Fuck school. Okay, not in its whole entirety. Of course, you need to learn your ABCs, your 1, 2, 3s. All of that. Okay, cool. But when I say that you have to go into college and even later into the high school years, that shit really don't be needed. I'm not gonna lie. If anything, school teaches you a lot of, I guess, people interaction education. Very much needed. Very much needed. But I don't think that everything should be so hell-bent on you going to college, you graduating, you're doing that. If you do that shit, great. That shows that you were dedicated and that you pushed through and you did that shit. You did that shit. The fuck? I'm not gonna down that. I respect it. I do. I really do respect it. But will I say that it's all that's needed to get to where you need to be in life, especially in this day and age? Fuck no. It's not. So don't think of yourself as less if you've not completed any of that, because you're not. A whole bunch of people that you idolize right now in this day and age have not graduated high school. Dropped out actually probably fairly early. And it's just, it goes to show you that if you put your mind to things, you can accomplish them. You don't need that certificate. You don't need that background. All you need is a fucking will, and you will find a way. That saying is undefeated. Undefeated. So it's time that we start doing that. Write a list of the things that you want to accomplish and find one main thing on that list for you to start moving towards. For me right now, mine is YouTube. Mine is making impact on people in the most positive way possible. I want to find people that can relate to what I say. I find my friends in this. And even though we're not face to face, we're face to face. Like, it's just, you can do it. You can do it, and I want you to know that you can do it. That is what I'm doing. So start moving on these things. Write that list, and then write out the steps that it's gonna take for you to get there. Is it that consistency? What days are you gonna start posting? Who are you gonna get in contact with? Who do you know that you can get to somebody that you can get in contact with, if that made sense? Y'all know what I'm talking about. But where there is a will, there is a way. And if you don't know anybody, if you have no connections, start from scratch. There's so many opportunities in this world right now. I will say it to my face, it's fucking blue. YouTube is a fucking masterclass in everything in this world right now. TikTok is crazy information everywhere, flying around. And a lot of this shit's going over your head. But catch one of them, catch something. Because there's something out there for you that is gonna be enough information for you to move the way you need to move. I even had a tattoo off of YouTube, and I've been tattooing for 4 years. And every time I've tattooed somebody, they've loved the work. Now, will I say everybody starts out that good? No. I'm not saying I'm amazing either, but there is a way to find the information that you need to start doing what you want to do. I dreamed about being a tattoo artist when I was 13, and I got that shit. Work, you have to work for it. And some days you're not gonna feel like you want to work for it. The determination will be out the window, but have the willpower to power through that, to power through the negative thoughts, to power through the laziness, to power through all the things that are going to stop and hinder you from doing what you need to do, doing what you want to do. Okay? I love you guys. I want you to do better. I want you to be better. I want you to be the people that you want to be. Be the person that you would have a child want to look up to. Because you are that. You just haven't hit your stride yet. And it's coming. It is coming. I promise you it's coming, and it's coming so quick. It's literally about to be here. Like, give it a few days, maybe some weeks. I mean, even if it takes years, I promise you it will be worth it. It will be worth it. And that's what you're going to see me as. I'm going to be the example. I'm going to keep posting. I'm going to keep relaying the messages that I have to relay in relation to what I'm going through or what you might be going through. And I'm going to hope that I'm impacting people in the best way fucking possible, and that I've made a difference in this world by the time I'm gone. Because I don't want to leave this world without being as much as a positive influence as I can be. And I don't give a fuck about no fame. Y'all can have that. Y'all can have that. I don't want that. But I want you to know that you are everything and anything that you want to be in this world. All right, I'll catch you guys in another video. Thank you for watching. It's your girl, Imani Reed, and I'm signing out because I have shit to do today. It's actually kind of early in the day. Shit, I didn't do this at nighttime. I called out for work. But I'll catch you later. All right, bye guys. Later.